Hi. So it's Tina and I'm back again tonight. You can tell it's late at night. I told my husband I was going to wear my camper pajamas to make this video, and he's like, you'll do whatever you want to do because you love campers. So here I am. I made all those meals for meal prep today, and I did have some chicken, but you know, it's been a long day, and I really kind of wanted to try out the new family breakfast maker that I got. I mean, it is like twice as big as the breakfast maker, so I'm pretty excited. It actually came with a shaker bottle, which I don't typically use very often, but this is really nice. It's got ounces on the back and cups. So it's got the markings to tell you what those are. And then on the front, it's got milliliters. So really kind of nice. I can see maybe using this to mix some stuff up. Maybe pancake mix, something like that. On the top, it's got like, you know, the side to shake everything up. And then I'm sure you can hear my little kitty. That's Mayhem. And the other one is very, very quiet, but Mayhem is a little upset with us right now, so. Well, not upset with us, upset with life. So, anyway, here's what I wanted to try to make. I wanted to try to make French toast and an omelet at the same time. They take the same amount of time to cook, so I thought, I'm going to try and do it. See what can happen. So we're going to give it a whirl. Now it's twice the size of what I would normally use for the breakfast maker. So I'm going to start off by mixing my eggs like I normally would and put them in here. I want to show you what came. So my Easter stack and store came. And of course, I decided that instead of keeping my eggs in an egg carton in the side door of the fridge, I would rather have condiments in the side door and not eggs. So I put them in here, and I thought it worked great. So I'm just using it to store them, but I didn't have enough eggs to fill all 3 packets, so I just put some cheese in there. I figured it'll be all right. So what a neat idea, though. I have my own idea. I stole it, but it's gonna happen here. So, isn't that great? I love it. I'm gonna start with the eggs, and you can see I'm kind of overrun with Tupperware bowls right now, simply because I bought my husband a 5-pound bag of gummy bears, 5 or 6 pounds, and he didn't realize that it had a seal on it, and he just, you know, cut the top of the bag off. So I put them in all these sweet little Tupperware containers. The Wonderliers have them, and then I put it in a Batsa bowl. So they're everywhere. They are just full of gummy bears everywhere. So he was actually kind of happy with that idea because he's like, good, now I have a container to take them to work in. Really? Really? My containers are going to go to work? Are they going to come back? Oh, yes, they will. Oh, yes, they will. So normally I would use probably 2 eggs. So I think I'm going to have to use at least 4 to do what I want to try and do. And I might have to use 5 because it's quite a bit bigger, the container. So right now I'm just putting my eggs in the container in the family breakfast maker. Just cracking them in. So let me take a peek. So this is 4 eggs right now. Let me see here. That might be all that I need. And I'll add a little bit of milk to it. I don't need to add any cinnamon or vanilla because I am going to chop up some cinnamon raisin bread. It's already got cinnamon in it, so I won't need to do it for that. And then the omelet, that way, will not have any extra cinnamon or anything in it. So that looks decent. I'm going to add a little bit of milk to it. Got these funky jugs from Sam's. Square now. Sort of square. Okay. So I think that's all that I'm going to use. I'm going to put my stack and store away that I'm just so excited about. I actually ordered 2, so I'm really excited. That was a special from Tupperware this year. And unfortunately, they sold out within a couple of hours of being posted, so I'm glad I got one. All right. I want to make sure that my dogs don't get this because I know that I've made this recipe before on here, and I've mentioned I don't feed raisins to my dogs, although they are all waiting. Okay, so I just chunked it up into decent sized chunks there, and then I'm gonna put it in on 1/2 of the breakfast maker, and then mix it in. So I just want to get it moistened. So my French toast, I want to get it moistened in there. It's going to be really moistened, I think, because there's lots of egg mixture in there to do that with. Alright. So that looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty moistened. Some people are going to say disgusting because they're not such egg fans. So there's the rest. So the rest of this over here is where I'm going to put some shredded cheese and some mushrooms. I know I had saved the mushrooms from the earlier video when I did smothered pork chops. So I'm just going to cover this side with mushrooms. I'm just going to use them all, otherwise they might not last. I put them in one of my fridge smarts. You know, that would have been nice. Okay. And then I'm just going to cover it in some shredded cheese. Okay. Here we go for the experiment. I'm going to put it in the microwave. Remember, the lid just slides right on. All right. Here we go. There we go. And I'm going to cook it for 2.5 minutes. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so the microwave just went off. I'm going to see what happened. Like as always, if it's not done, we're just going to put it in for a little longer, okay? Alright. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. There are certain people that are not going to like the way it looks. I won't name any names, Tina. But I hope you see this. So it's looking pretty good. Oh my goodness. Oh, I started to sneeze. I did not take my medications today. Shh, don't tell my husband. I'm going to have to go take them if I don't take my Zyrtec every day. So it's looking pretty good on the top. I do not think that it's done yet. I think that there was a lot going on in here. So I think it's still a little too juicy on the bottom. So it's going to go back in. So it just slides on there. Fits on nicely. I'm going to put it in for another minute. And you can see I have my dad's. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. Darn it, it's got such a glare. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that very well. It's backwards anyway when you're seeing it. It's pure Michigan maple syrup. It's by the Miller Brothers Maple Products. So it's delicious. Oh, I'm waiting. So I am hoping that this turns out wonderful. We will see. It suddenly got quiet in the house. It's rarely quiet in the house, especially with, there goes the cat. I was going to say 2 cats and 3 dogs. Little boy cats being in heat. Oh my goodness. Poor little guy. So you can see when you take the lid off, you can see all that condensation. It's just steam. It's just steaming everything in there. Nope, it's still a little eggy on the bottom. So this one is just going to be a trial and error. So that was 3.5 minutes so far. We're going to put it back in for another minute. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I just took it out again, and I looked at it, and it's plenty done enough for me. So what it looks like is just one side is more omelette-y, but even the French toast part has more egg in it than normal. But that's okay. And I personally don't mind if my omelet is going to have syrup on it. Now, I could easily, and I might do that. I was going to say I could easily take it apart, cut it down the middle, and put half on one plate, half on another. I think I'll do that. That way, in case Brett comes up and he would like some of the omelet, he can have some. So I'm just going to slide the omelet portion out. All right. Oh, it's got mushrooms in it, which are delicious. So that's what I did. So for the omelet portion, I mean, it really can't get any easier. Do I dare take a bite of it? I can hear Anne right now yelling, "Don't do it. Don't do it." And then I've got another bowl where I'm just going to slide the French toast into it. So it fits perfectly into this little Tupperware. I love it. The hardest thing about this jug is getting it open because I should wipe it off before I close it, but I just didn't. All right, pour that on there. Lots and lots, because why not? delicious. I really want to say, and I'm going to say it because it wouldn't be me if I didn't say it. It's nutritious and delicious, tastes just like chicken. So if you have ever watched Fern Gully, you will remember Robin Williams saying that. He was batty in that movie. So it's nutritious and delicious. Tastes just like chicken. All right. So this is kind of a little bit omelet and a little bit French toast because I didn't cut it quite even down the middle, but that's okay. Love it. That will be nice for Brett and I to have breakfast with, or breakfast for dinner. So I'm glad you watched. If you watched this long, have a good night. Ooh, I might try to make something tomorrow. I really want to try making some monkey bread with some cinnamon rolls that I have. So we'll see. All right, thanks. Bye.